afternoon, BZB TV fans. My name is Matt Richards at the studio in San Antonio, and then we've got Joel Cruz over there. But we also
in the real studio
today at the real studio in Sacramento, California. So, how's it going in sunny California? Is it getting a little warm now with summer coming around the corner?
Yeah, it is. It's starting to get warm. The sun is out and about. So, Californians out there, if you want to wash your car, now is the perfect time. We actually did just have like a big storm out of nowhere just last Saturday. Yeah, it was very sunny, like spring, summer weather before and after that day. But then Saturday just hit and it was just like a lot of rainfall. But now it's kind of like it never even happened. It's so sunny and clear now. So yeah, it's getting really nice out there. So.
Yeah, I feel like last week was kind of the storm season, man, because like we were getting some pretty good storms here in Texas too. I think Houston was actually flooding, which was kind of crazy. So like there's a lot of good rain that happened this last week, but not so much now. I think yesterday it was like 93 degrees outside. So
yeah,
we're definitely trending on the up for heat, getting ready for summer. But that can be a good or bad thing. That just means you're going to spend some time indoors in the nice AC, but also there might be some fun activities going on outside. So you're going to get a little bit of both.
Yeah, and then to think in June, come in just less than 30 days. I mean, we're going to be in Las Vegas for Infocom, and the weather was nice when we went to NAB because it was in March, right? March or beginning of April. So it's still a little winter spring time there, but now it's going to be smack dab in the summer. So the desert heat is really going to hit next month during Infocom. So bring your sunblock and a lot of deodorant.
Well, the one thing that definitely is going to be happening with summer, though, around the corner is going to be sports. Summer is a great time for sports. And what do you need for sports in order to get them up and running in the broadcast world? Well, you're going to have multiple cameras, which means you're going to need a production switch in order to get a great broadcast in. So that is the topic of today's live stream. We're going to be talking about our production switchers. We're going to actually be showing them off a little bit, but today we're looking at our BG-QuadFusion Junior and our QuadFusion 4K. We have two fantastic offerings on the lineup as far as our kind of flagship products are concerned, because we do have a couple other production switchers that are under these, but these are the two that we are focusing on, that we're running with, because we think these are the best bang for your buck. Plenty of great features. But Joel, why don't you take it away?
All right. So just like Mr. Matt mentioned, we are highlighting our latest video production switchers. Let me try not to drop them here. So we have the QuadFusion Junior, which is our 1080 at 60. And we have our QuadFusion 4K, which handles 4K at 60. Now these, just right off the bat, I love the, our design team. We kind of threw in our, our highlight, our signature orange on our products here. So it gives it a nice clean look. If later on when we show you like closer up images of these, you'll be able to see all the detail. The buttons just feel really nice. They're color coordinated. I mean, it has all of the basic features that you want in a production switcher. Just to name a few here, we have preview and program bus, T-bar for manual fades, cut and auto buttons for transitions, quick controls, audio faders, PI picture-in-picture, recall. We have buttons for control task and menu navigation. Now that's just to scratch the surface right there. So with both the 4K and the Junior, I mean, it also, if we're talking about controls and signal capabilities, Just to go run down a quick list here too. You could live stream. It has a live stream encoding over LAN and USB 3.0. It has a built-in USB 3.0 capture card. Line audio in and out. 2-channel mic inputs. It has 4 inputs, so 3 HDMI inputs and 1 dual HDMI and display port input. Tally GPI ports, multi-view and program outs, micro SD. At least with the Junior, you have a micro SD slot for recordings. So, and I mean, the price range for these, the BG-QuadFusion 4K is about the 1700. This is about $700+ dollars. So, I mean, the best bang for your buck. I mean, this packs a wallop, has so many features, and it is under $800 for the Junior, the 1080p version. So, these are great for when you have multi-camera or multi-source productions. You can switch easily between them. You can put cool transitions. You can preview mode, so you can see what you're going to make public right when you switch to that camera. So yeah, I mean, these are very wonderful production switchers. Shout out to Church Production. They have a first impression article, a recent article on our Junior. So if you go to QuadFusion, if you go to Church Productions page right now, they have a lot of great content to learn more about the QuadFusion Junior. You can see what they think of it, and also according in regards to Church Production. We're very proud that they announced us as one of their top 5 church solutions from NAB Show 2024. So back in April, we got recognized as one of the top 5 church products from the show and for the QuadFusion Junior. So we're very humbled by that. Thank you for the recognition. But we're very proud of that. All our hard work is being recognized right now. These, you'll definitely see these at Infocom next month in Vegas. So yeah, I mean, they later on in this show, we will have a demo, a full-on demo and setup, see how it works using the control software. That's the beauty of these two, that it has a control software where you can handle all of its settings and features, control the cameras and whatnot remotely. So yeah, just very great solutions here, and I can't wait to show you these products in action.
Did we talk about who these products might be for specifically?
I mean, anywhere where you need high-end production for multi-camera setups. It could be a house of worship, churches, any live events. You mentioned like sporting earlier. Great for sporting events. It could be video conferencing, you name it. Anywhere, depending what you need. If you need 1080p or Ultra HD 4K, then that's what route you would go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anywhere.
I mean, you don't even have to be doing a live production, right? I mean, there's plenty of applications for these. Our friend Monte Weaver, he actually uses these for some of his stuff as well, and he does it for both live streaming and also for just videos, because he finds it just easier to have several cameras set up in his little his studio is what he calls it, and just being able to swap from camera to camera to camera, right? So, I mean, it gives you a lot of leeway if you have multiple cameras that you can get set up, and if you just need to record something, you can switch easily from like a camera on you to a camera above looking down at a product or something along those lines, without having to have several cameras all recording at once. You can just use one device to record all the cameras, so that way you're not running through 4 different micro SD cards or 4 different SD cards. You just have the singular on the back of the QuadFusion Junior. So that is one application of where you might actually utilize that micro SD card slot on the QuadFusion Junior, and that's kind of why we put it there. Is because it can be a versatile thing to have on your production switcher to be able to just say, hey, you know what, we want to streamline this process just a little bit more. But we also have the QuadFusion 4K, right? Oh,
yeah, we do.
Looks like we might have lost the camera real quick. Oh, there's Flo. Got to see a little bit of Flo.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, there he is. Just for a heads up, we will be having Flo on the show here today. A little bit later, he is going to be doing the demonstration of the QuadFusion stuff, but right now I believe he's just fixing up the cameras. But for the time
Mr.
being,
DJ over there, he got his DJ studio over there.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I think Adamo was on auto tracking for a bit, and now we're playing with the presets here.
For the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and bring up the QuadFusion 4K page since we're going to be talking about it here. But the QuadFusion 4K just a little bit different than the QuadFusion Junior. You've got obviously the big selling point is that it's 4K capable, but you're getting quite a few good things with this this production switcher. There's a couple extra features that you're going to get over the QuadFusion Junior. Just has a couple extra function buttons, but in general, the what you're getting, if you're familiar with the QuadFusion Junior, you're going to be familiar with the QuadFusion 4K. Joel, am I missing anything specific in terms of the QuadFusion 4K?
No, that's basically it. They're both the pretty much the exact same unit. If you can click on the image on the top, just to kind of scroll through. There you go. We'll just show closer up images. So yeah, the buttons, very nice. If you guys could feel it, I love the matte texture of them. But yeah, the main difference is the 4K, the resolution, and then the Junior has the micro SD slot. So that's a little extra one with the Junior version. But they're both the same capabilities, very robust and versatile, portable, aluminum alloy, high grade. So it's very durable out in the fields. And it's it's great it's light enough and small enough where you can basically take it anywhere for mobile productions. So it has so many cool features. Personally my favorite swipe feature is the Star Wars swipe.
The transition to Star Wars.
Either up and down or left and right or angle, at an angle. I would play with them at the trade shows, but I'm sure Mr. Florante here in a moment, when he starts the demo, he'll be able to show you guys a little more than just the cool swipes that I can do.
All right. Well, I think we've done enough talking about these products. Why don't we actually go ahead and show it off? So, Mr. Florante, why don't you take it away?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, glad to see you on camera for a little bit.
Yeah, apologies for the little mix-up earlier. I was pressing buttons and things happened back here that normally you don't get to see, but this time you'll be able to see what's going on. Let me give you a quick rundown of the setup here. Actually, using for our production right now, for our live stream, I'm using our QuadFusion Junior. It's here, although we are going to do a quick demo on the QuadFusion 4K, which is here, and we have it set up locally. We actually have one camera and a media player. This is the multi-view monitor for the QuadFusion 4K. So the multi-view monitor is available both for the 4K and the Junior. And what you're looking at right now, if you can just let me actually go to one of our presets here. All right, so I zoomed in on the multi-view, as you can see. You're also seeing on the right side our software for the BG-QuadFusion 4K. And we have it both for, again, for the Junior as well as this 4K. What's wonderful about using the software versus having to go and use the actual unit to my left here is just being able to go to the settings. So let's just go over the settings really quick. For those that really want to customize and even set your network, you can actually set it up on our software. And there's a lot here that you can do when it comes to your system settings. Let's go back here. So what is the main difference? Obviously, the QuadFusion 4K and Junior only supports up to 1080p, while this, if you need higher end production, if you need 4K quality, of course, this is the way to go, the QuadFusion 4K. And similar as to what Joel was talking about, a lot of the features, the 4 inputs. We also have a display port input if you need that option. Pretty much the Junior and the 4K are very similar. But as far as main differences, besides the resolution, you're actually getting a few more transitions. Let's see if we can demo some of the transitions that Joel was talking about. So if you're looking at the software here on the right-hand side, let me see if I can actually. So as you can see, this is like, of course, you can just cut. But on the QuadFusion 4K, you can actually create different types of. So if you press on, I don't know if you can actually see what I'm doing on here, but for example, this is a wipe transition. Let me now if I press on it again, it will actually go. It's the same transition, but now it's going left to right. If I press on it one more time, this is going from top to bottom.
Flo, you might need to start the sharing again on the computer. It looks like it's the screen shares version on the stream.
Okay.
On the right. Yeah.
Restart it, you said?
Yeah, just the presentation at the bottom. You just hit the present and then share screen.
Okay, let me see here.
Sorry about this, folks. All right. Well, they get that fixed up. We should be rolling here soon again, but oh, I think it might be back actually. There we go.
There you go.
Yep, and we can see the mouse moving, so it looks like it's working just fine.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay. Stuff like that happens on live broadcasts sometimes. You just got to roll with the punches, right?
Okay, there's the mouse. Okay, that's why you guys couldn't see what I was doing. Okay, so what was I demoing here? Let's do
some more of those swipes, those cool Star Wars swipes.
Yeah, with the QuadFusion 4K, you actually have more access to transitions. So, for example, as you can see my mouse here, if I click on this, you can see the icon changes. So if I go and do the transition, you'll notice over here, it was going from top to, well, not top to, it was like a diagonal cut. But if I actually click on that same transition, you'll see it's doing it from the other angle now. And click one more time. It changes to, it's going from left to right. It can also do it from right to left. So this is a little bit more. We could do some other ones here. Let's see what this transition does. Let's see. it goes horizontal or like vertical, as you can see here. So that's one of the main differences with the QuadFusion. Besides the resolution, as we mentioned, are the transitions. You're going to actually get a lot more transitions. Let me show you one more example here. This is the, looks like it does like an X.
Are we watching X-Men now?
Yeah. So if you guys are watching, keep an eye out on this portion here. So you're seeing it, or it can even do, okay, this looks like it'll do 4. Okay. So you're getting all types of different patterns when you do the transition. Of course, you can use the, I'm just using the software right now. You can do it all here with the T-bar. A few other options here. So if you're looking at, again, back to the software here, you can actually play with your settings. Let me actually get the test pattern. So this is almost acting like a test pattern generator analyzer. If you need to test your colors, you have these options. For the junior, I believe you actually don't get this option. So
right. On the junior, you don't have as many of the functions. You only have a couple. For the junior, you just have let me see. I have it right here. You just have the picture-in-picture and still, as far as functions are concerned. But on the QuadFusion 4K, you get Luma, picture-in-picture, chroma, pattern, still, and POP.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's actually. So yeah, you get picture-in-picture. This one has picture-on-picture. I don't know if you can see that here. I'm not going to play with the Luma levels right now.
Unfortunately, we didn't set up a camera to really to show off the Luma function yet, but maybe that's something that we can do in another video coming up here on the BZBTV YouTube channel.
If you want to see that, we can definitely put together a video. Actually, maybe Matt can put together a video. This is around. This is in Matt's realm right here with production, right? You used to do church production, right?
Yes, sir. Just a little bit, and that's honestly kind of speaking of which, I think that's a good portion to mention that that's kind of where the QuadFusion Junior really lives. I think it's a fantastic value for a church or a house of worship solution, being $1,000 cheaper than the QuadFusion 4K. It's only about $750-ish off the top of my head, but it packs a lot of features into it, and it's a fairly small form factor that it's easy to fit in most setups, and so it really kind of is sitting in that sweet spot for a lot of houses of worship.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. As I mentioned, like we have a small little studio here. We just use the QuadFusion Junior as well. We don't do too much. We're not trying to swipe from multiple camera angles. Just maybe 2 cameras is what we're using. And so it really depends on your budget, what you're trying to do. A lot of people ask, like, why would I need a 4K versus the Junior? Again, budget's one thing, the cameras that you're using. And if you're doing sports, then maybe you're wanting to shoot that in 4K, and if there's a lot of movement and a lot of camera switching, then maybe it makes sense to set up a QuadFusion 4K with your production. But for small studios, church production, Matt mentioned, I think the QuadFusion Junior makes a lot of sense. It's budget friendly, and it's as robust as the 4K version, just a little bit smaller, more compact. They're both very easy to just fit in a, well, they've got their case, and they're very portable units. So I think that's really great for the value of doing live events if you're going from one place to another. And again, like the aluminum alloy casing really helps as far as the robustness of these products.
Yeah, and I think one other thing to mention really quick is because we haven't really talked about it yet. with these units, you do get some audio mixing capabilities. It's not going to be as robust as a giant audio board, but you do get 2-channel audio that you can balance independently, and then you also have your master volume as well that you can balance itself. So you do. It's kind of like a really good all-in-one unit for smaller productions. So if you need something where you're like, we're probably not going to have more than 2 mics, or we're probably just going to have a mic and then a bed level audio or something along those lines, that would be something where you could run that entirely on this this production switcher. So I don't. Well, actually, one more thing, Flo. Could we actually have you go through the settings again? Because I think when the software version when we were talking about that.
Yeah, let me actually do that.
Oh, okay. I get it. So it's not showing that window. You might have to go into the present thing again and have it grab that window.
Here's the here's the software. I'm using it on this laptop. Looks like it doesn't show on the stream here, but you can see it from this angle. Yeah, you've got like a few settings here when it comes to like the network settings, also your resolution settings, and a few other things that I don't even know about because a lot of it's really fairly new to me. So you can go here and really do a lot of customizing. I think these pertain to some of the buttons and some of the features when you're on the actual when you're using the actual unit, of course. But there's a lot of things that you can do. So it may make sense for you to use the software which we have available that we're showing on the stream now, or just use the QuadFusion itself. The buttons are great. They feel really good on your fingers, and obviously you can see some of the it's great for low light conditions when you're pressing the buttons here. You see they illuminate. So very robust, and again, it's great if you are in a space where there's not that much lighting. These the little lights on the buttons look really nice. It looks like Christmas, actually.
All right. Well, thank you, Flo, for hopping on the stream today and showing off some of the product and running all of that stuff. We really appreciate it.
Sure.
I think that just about does it for the QuadFusion demonstration, unless we have any questions from the audience. But I'm not currently seeing any, but we will keep an eye on those just in case something comes up.
To Joel, but just shout out to our friend Monte Weaver. I think he's going to be go check out his channel. Wish I could, I don't have his channel from the top of my head here, but I believe he's going to be doing a full review on the QuadFusion 4K. So that's something to look out for. He does a great job. He's going to do a much better job than what I just showed you. He's going to do a full comprehensive review. So something to look out for in the future. Or come visit us at InfoComm in a few weeks. All right, I'm going to send it back to Joel.
Yeah, just since you mentioned it, I'll go ahead and throw his channel up here real quick. But there's Monte Weaver on YouTube.
Monte Weaver Official.
Monte Weaver Official, or if you just type in Monte Weaver, you'll be able to find him pretty easily. So he currently has one of the QuadFusions in hand, so he'll be giving his feedback on it. I think coming up here pretty soon. So keep an eye on his channel.
Yeah. So check out Monte Weaver for more QuadFusion content will coming up soon. If you want to learn more now, you could go to our website, BZBGEAR.com, or Church Production. Like we mentioned earlier, Church Production has a number of articles on the QuadFusion. So if you want to learn more about it, definitely head over to their website.
Could I use something like this in Zoom for multicam conferencing? Yes, Trayvon, you can. You absolutely can. Pretty easy to do. You just have all of your sources going into the QuadFusion, and then all you're going to have to do is you just can set that as an out, as a singular output. and then you can control everything from the unit itself. So that's why these are fairly robust. They're really easy to use as far as once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. And actually, one other thing that I kind of thought about is since you can record it with the micro SD card slot with the QuadFusion Junior, these could also be really useful in a education setting. So for me, for example, I got to learn a little bit about directing while I was in school. We had a fairly nice state-of-the-art studio, and we got to do our own little kind of like one episode show or whatever, where we had to come up with it and direct it. So we got to have the entire thing recorded and basically watch it back so we could see what we did right, what we did wrong, all that kind of stuff. So you can elaborate that even to or extrapolate that to like not even just the education world, but for real world use as a director. You know, you can utilize it as, hey, we'll do a practice run of what we're going to be doing. So that way you can look at it and be like, you know what, I need to improve on X, Y, and Z. And you have the ability to do that.
Yeah, I mean, and the beauty of these two, the 4K and the Junior, is that they just for the price point, right? They have so many features and capabilities that you will typically see in like larger, higher end models. You know, especially with the QuadFusion Junior, the 1080p version. That like there's so many features packed into here for only $749. That you know it basically blows out all these other around the same price point units, blows them out the water. So yeah, I mean, check them out, guys. These are our latest video production switchers. We're really proud of these. So we hope that you guys will enjoy them as well.
All right. Well, I don't want to extend the length of the live stream here artificially or anything, but I'm not saying any extra questions. I think that was a succinct demonstration of how the QuadFusion and QuadFusion Junior works, as well as giving some good ideas on where these might be applicable. The Junior is kind of more targeted towards smaller broadcasts and house of worship, and then the 4K is more targeted towards actual like larger scale broadcasts, like professional level broadcasts. So those are our new QuadFusion Junior, QuadFusion 4K. We're really proud of these units. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how these work, why you might be interested in them. And I think that'll do it for our live stream. Joel, do you have anything else to say?
That is all. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to BZB TV for more great content. Hit the notification button so you guys get notified when new content does come out. But I think that is all. Everybody, it's almost Friday, so have a good weekend this week. We'll be back with another episode in not next Thursday, but the next Thursday after that. It's a bi-weekly show, every other Thursday. And then we should be having an Infocom pre-hype type video stream coming up soon. So if not the next one, it'll be the one after that. Because I mean, right around the corner, the show will be popping up, and we'll be back in Vegas, y'all.
Absolutely. I'm sure we'll be having plenty of fun in Vegas. We're going to try and bring you some more fun content like we did at NAB for Infocom. So stay tuned, and thank you guys for tuning into the live stream today. Without further ado, I think we're going to cut it off. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody, and stay safe.